Hey, what's up, everybody? I just got warmed up. I did a video for YouTube, which it'll probably be a link in the description by the time this comes out on if you want to, or TikTok if you want to check out my pocket notebook tour because that's what the episode's about. Yes, I'm gonna just start doing just one topic episodes. You know what I mean? So, hold on, let me take off my jacket. I'm not gonna pause. Yeah, boy, it got hot recording that video. It was pretty nice. I did like I said, a pocket notebook tour and giving little short stories. It was like 10 minutes of the background of some of these notebooks that I have and how I got them and why I use them and all that good stuff, and not just the basic stuff that I'm going to rant about. Because look, I went down this rabbit hole of pocket notebooks. I've been writing in journals and stuff like that, and trying to keep a consistent journal for years now. I found one that most of these I bought from Walmart, um, but I know I bought one. The first one that I really was journaling in, I bought two of them. One for my ex girlfriend at the time. Uh, I don't know why I thought that's how much I like notebooks. Apparently, I've been like this for a while now. Joe, if you long time listener of the show, one of the first guests I had on this show, he told me because I was talking about it on Facebook. He was like, "Yeah, you've been like this for a while," and that made me think. That's how much I liked them. That I thought it was a good gift for somebody, for for my girlfriend. And I'm like, "Hey, here's a notebook. That's a great gift. We're not together." um, but yeah, I went down this rabbit hole on YouTube, and boy, it is not that deep. It's not that deep, really. It's not really. Of course, some people got some like quote unquote scientific facts about like pocket notebooks and how it benefits you mentally and all that good stuff. Um, I wanted to get back into it because one, I'm buying way too many of these, and similar to like some of the video games that I own, I need to stop buying them. I need to stop buying new ones without actually using the ones that I have. So on top of like the benefits of journaling daily and it's like weird the same reason why I'm doing this show, I kind of want like a is it a backlog? Yeah, a backlog of just thoughts that I've had throughout the years. So when I die, somebody will read it or somebody or listen to it or something. You know, just get something out of it, right? And I thought, honestly, when I started writing in this current journal right now, I thought it was gonna be way deeper. It's like, but really, I don't have a lot of stuff on my mind, and I talk about it in the notebook. It kind of concerns me a little bit. I was like, damn, I'm not as like I wasn't expecting like philosopher level quotes or something like that to pull out of my ass. Like, drying paint, it was like whatever. I wasn't expecting that. I kind of did a little bit. It's like, oh, I go through the day and think back on it. It's like, curtains, and just like something, right? But nah, sometimes I'm just complaining about work or saying I'm tired or it's very basic right now. But it's not. It's gonna flow because it's getting better now. I'm writing longer entries. I don't have to think about it too long. Whatever. But my point is, I was going down a rabbit hole, and these YouTubers don't talk shit much about much anything. It's interesting to see that I'm not the only one that's crazy buying all this unnecessary bullshit that I'm never filling up and carrying around all the time. But it is interesting. Some dude, one guy, he builds like makes his own. It's very complicated. I don't like his style. Like he places two little pieces of metal or plastic or whatever in the shape of like what would be a notebook, and he pokes holes in pieces of paper that he folded together. He's just making handmade notebooks, and it's interesting, but it's very complicated. It's like I'd rather just spend $6 at Walmart, bro. It's like that's way too much. I like the style, but it's just like I don't know, bro. Wait, you want me to go hunting too? Jesus Christ. Um, But a lot of the YouTubers I fucking hate. I'm gonna continue watching their stuff because it's interesting, but I just hate this like because they all like majored in like philosophy or some shit like that, and just became YouTubers. So all their thumbnails always got like the same fucking notebook too, same little $2 notebook. They got it in the center of the frame, and they always got like a red arrow pointing at it or something like that. And they always got the same quote. It's a few of them. It's always the caption always like this saved. It's always dramatic. It's like this saved my life, or 2 minutes a day, and blah blah blah. Or my favorite, sarcastic. My favorite, this is my new phone. And then there's just countless YouTubers. Oh, this replaces my phone, and it makes me hate YouTubers. And not so much for the YouTuber itself. Like I get the process. I get you have to get the clicks and you have to do it a certain way because that's how the algorithm is. And it's not really their fault. It's the people watching who fall for this shit. After all these years, they still falling for it. It's like, oh, how did he make this dollar composition notebook his new phone? Knowing goddamn well, if you use two of your goddamn brain cells, you know he's not being serious. Of course, he's still using his phone. It's just a thing. It's like, hey, let me stop using my phone so much and start activating those new neurons or whatever the fuck is up in there, right? And start thinking about myself. Because sometimes, going back to the me writing and me feeling like it's not a lot there. And I'm thinking, oh, and I kind of worry about like just me not really having thoughts for real. And that's because it is social media rot. My brain is rot, and I'm being entertained. So I do have to. I don't need to figure out how I feel because I could just go on TikTok or something and figure it out. So I get the point of those videos. It just I hate the thumbnails, and they all the YouTubers do the same one and they recycle the same quotes. It's like they always same scientific ass quotes talking about like, oh, did you know? I write in this journal because it's scientifically proven. If you physically write down notes or whatever, you remember it better than typing it in your phone, even though that's more convenient, which is true. Because when I write jokes in my notebook, not my notebook, but I kind of known this for years, but didn't like know. I didn't know that I knew. You know what I mean? Because when I wrote jokes back when I was doing stand up heavy, when I wrote jokes in my Apple Notes, they didn't sit as well as when I wrote them in my little notebook. I feel like I feel like I can break down a joke better with like crossing them out and stuff like that, and I can see the process happening on the notebook, on physical notebooks, right? And I don't know, it's just like the aesthetic of it as well, just having something physical. I don't know. It's deep, but it's not that deep. But of course, YouTubers are going to make it feel that way. But let me see. It's just that's really the main thing for real, man. It was just going down this rabbit hole and just seeing all these people regurgitate the same quote unquote facts and like the notebook. Did I talk about the? Okay, one of these notebooks, right? I was doing a tour. I was doing a video of explaining this. So I'm not sure if I said it on here, right? Because I just recorded, and I was explaining one of the notebooks, and I just found out today. I've had this notebook for like 5 years, and it's a very plain looking notebook. I ain't never thought about it, never read because the first page is like a description or whatever. I guess it's the history of like the company. Is it the company? Shifting Merits. It's a history of something. I always ignored it. It was nothing. It had nothing to do with a blank piece of notebook, a blank notebook, right? And I just looked at it now because when I was doing a tour, I was like, the notebook's kind of plain. I noticed the name at the bottom. This whole time, I had a moleskin notebook. If you don't know what that is, that's like the Jordan of like notebooks. It's because all these YouTubers, they all with all this bullshit, right? It felt like they always had to go get the best notebook, the quote unquote best notebook. They all named, oh, here's my moleskin notebook. I don't know if it was like a flex or something because these notebooks are like $20 for fucking nothing. I don't see it's not that special for real compared to the ones that I get from Walmart. The Pentelics, buy them for like $6-7. Same quality in my eyes. I don't know. Like I said in the last couple episodes, I'm not a good customer. So so I just seen that saw the moleskin notebook that I got, and in the video that I was doing for of the tour of all the notebooks that I have, I was telling these stories. I've said this part already. Um, some of these I stole. I didn't buy. Is up until recently, I didn't buy a lot of these. Now I'm looking back on it, and I got like a pretty decent, like a good story for a lot of them. The current job right now, I've been trying to like finesse them out of like this is less stealing. It's more just they giving away really cheap ass notebooks. So it's more just me playing my cards right with certain leads, and they give me free notebooks. But they're so cheap that it's not even fun. They're not even good notebooks, so I don't even care. Um, the Moleskin one that I was talking about, it was a joke book. It was one of my first joke books, and it's cool. I like how I feel in my hand, but it's not that special. I wouldn't pay $20 for it. I'm kind of glad I stole it. Uh, how I stole it is because I'm a thief. No, it's I don't know how to explain this. It's like what happened was it didn't have a tag on it. It didn't have a tag on it, and it was nothing written in it. So I just kind of thought if I play it right, I could be like, oh, I dropped this, like, and I did, and here I am, 5 years later. But yeah, I'm going down this little rabbit hole because I have a little bit of a addiction. That's the only reason why I went down this rabbit hole. Everybody has their own thing, man, and I figured this is it. This is mine. Everybody has their stuff. Some people like doing drugs, cocaine. Some people like being in gangs and running the streets. Some people like cutting up bodies and going back to work like nothing happened. John, what's that red spot on your shirt? Oh, it's spaghetti. Spaghetti. I thought you said you didn't like spaghetti. Then he starts panicking, comes back with an AR, kills everybody. And then I got my notebooks. It's just like just how it is, man. What's funny is one of the notebooks that I showed off. This one of my oldest ones. I think this is like 7, 8 years old. I was so into like notebooks that my ex, when I first met her, I gave her one. Like I bought two of them and I gave her one. That's how much I that's how much I valued notebooks. I thought that was a good gift out of like anything. Like I could have gave her money. Like I could have gave her anything, but I gave her as a notebook. We're not together anymore. So that went far. It's really something she held on to. I bet. Um, I have nothing else to add to this. It was just, I think that's it for real, man. When it comes to this one topic that I was gonna say, I said I was gonna stick to. Um, yeah. All right. I'm gonna keep my word. All right. Thanks for listening. I hope it was fun. Listen to me talk about fucking notebooks for almost 20 minutes. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. All that good stuff. Because this isn't coming out soon. So, see you later. Hey, this is Future George. I'm at work. I got a lot of free time, so I'm just like trying to kill time basically. And this episode of the Whomst, I am talking about pocket notebooks. That's the whole episode. I've been getting heavy into journaling for the likes. As of I'm recording this 11 p.m. January 5th. I forget the exact date that I recorded the pocket notebook episode, but it was a while ago, right? And I actually got it in the queue for editing right now. So once I get home, I'm gonna do that. Whatever. You didn't come for it. The point is, I think I forgot one point that I wanted to make, because at some point I'm talking about pocket notebooks, and then I go down this rabbit hole about YouTubers and stuff like that. Not to spoil the episode, but I think I forgot to say how much I dislike YouTubers. Even though I love YouTube, but it's just like I'm getting tired of them telling me what to do. You know what? Because like these fake philosophers, like all these like I don't know why we still fall for this. It's like like you know how like confidence, you know how like women will say, oh, confidence is sexy or stuff like that, but we all fucking know that confidence is fake. It can be faked perfectly, and people fall for this shit. In the same way with like YouTube and YouTube thumbnails and stuff like that. It'll be like a YouTuber will be like, do this and your life change forever. Oh yeah, I seen one today actually. It was a picture of him. The title was "Do this and it'll change your life" or something like that, right? And it was a picture of him in Photoshop his headshot to be like blue. So he looked like he was sad, but he had like a business suit on and stuff. He still looked like he had money. Then the second picture was in the sunshine with sunglasses on. He's like, so that's the whole thumbnail. So he's like, do this to change your life. And I didn't watch it because I already know it's gonna be some dumb bullshit, or because it's my YouTube algorithm. Most likely it's probably like something super vague that doesn't work for anybody except probably him, and probably not him either. It only worked for him just enough to be able to make this YouTube channel and grace us with his presence with knowledge that he's gained and all this money that he's made. Now he want to share his wealth with us, like a normal rich person, you know, sharing his success with us poors, right? Why do we still fall for this? Why do we fall for? I want to do a whole episode talking about advertising, but it's like I have to do research and like all this shit. It's because for it to actually make sense and not be just a rambling nonsense like the show usually is, I actually have to do research if I'm gonna do an episode talking about the ins and outs of advertising. I actually want to do that. Why do we still fall for it? And when we know it's all a trick. It's all a trick. The episode that I recorded recently on the 3rd of January 2024, I'm talking about the road to desexualization, and I already recorded, and I didn't really get all my thoughts out, but it's like, what's the point of me bringing that up? I don't know. Whatever. This little intro to the episode is way longer than I was supposed to. I might cut that part out, but whatever. Anyway, enjoy the episode. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Saying this out loud, I do want to do an episode about bad advertising. But yeah, see you later.